So I want to talk to you today about some of the dangers of looking up to your role models. You ever look at an athlete or an artist and think, man, I want to be just like them? After all, they've achieved success in a highly competitive field. We all have. Celebrities, artists, athletes shape the way we think, how we view the world, how we dress, and sometimes even our values. But the problem with looking at role models is that they're not all they're cracked up to be. So let me tell you how I came about to this conclusion. As a young kid, I always had role models, whether they were real or fictitious. As a young guy, I loved James Bond. This guy was the bomb. I mean, get this. The guy can perform every single kind of physical activity known to mankind. He drinks like a fish, but then somehow he's always in great shape. How does that happen? And then the best part about James Bond was he always got the girl. I wanted to be like James Bond. Then when I got into the martial arts and became a fighter, I idolized my martial arts teacher. He was perfect. He was wiser. He was stronger. He was everything I wanted to be. But then a funny thing happened. As I grew up and became a film producer myself and a martial arts instructor, I noticed that my view of these people was highly distorted, to say the least. A lot of my role models turned out to be total douches, really screwed up. You see, when you idolize somebody that you view as perfect, it does two things. First of all, your self-esteem goes down the drain. Forget about your self-esteem. How can it not? You're comparing yourself to somebody who's perfect instead of comparing yourself to you. And then secondly, and more importantly, you always set yourself up to fail. How can you win? They're perfect. You're not. You're always going to fail. This is so prevalent in today's age of social media. You know, back in my days, you had commercials and movies that showed you this perfect picture and how flawed you were, and everybody else on the screen was just perfect. Now you got morons on social media teaching you about an easy life and how everything's perfect in their field. It's all fake. It's all baloney. University of Portsmouth just came out with a recent study saying that people who engaged frequently in social media content put themselves in harm's way when it came to their physical well-being and, more importantly, their psychological well-being. You see, I work with a lot of artists, actors, actresses, being in the movie industry. Yes, they're very good at their field. Yes, they're very good at pretending to be somebody that they're not. But they're highly flawed in other areas, trust me. In debt, anxiety problems, depression problems, addiction problems, relationship problems, you name it, they've done it. Not everybody, some of them are my very good friends, but a significant portion of them. The same can be said of athletes. Now, I know a lot of the top fighters in the world being in the fight game. Yes, they can fight. They can fight like there's no tomorrow. They're incredible athletes. But a lot of them have messed up relationships, total narcissists, usually some kind of financial problems. You do not want to be like some of these people. So, if everybody's screwed up, Does that mean we don't have role models? No, that's not what I'm saying. We all need role models. We all need somebody to inspire us, to aspire to be. But rather than looking at them as the ideal be-all and end-all, I would encourage you to look at their particular traits, what makes them unique, whilst ignoring others. So if you're looking at an actor or an actress, look at their performance. Look at how they prepared for the role. Look at what they had to do to get to that point where they are. But don't look at them as a complete person. That's not what they're there for. Same can be said of an athlete. Look at their sporting prowess. Look at their performance. Look at the obstacles that they had to overcome to get to that point. But don't try and be them. They're highly flawed. I have a very good friend of mine who runs a big company. He's way more intelligent than me. And he's probably a little bit more hardworking. He's somebody I would want at the negotiation table with me. Very smart. But does he have a screwed up life? Wife's an alcoholic, won't talk to him. Kids are on drugs. And he's one of the loneliest people I know. I have another friend of mine who's a great fighter, a great martial artist, somebody I look up to in that field. But man, his personal life is something you want to avoid. 3 ex-wives. I'm like, how the hell did that happen? Like, didn't you? I asked him yesterday, was it 2 or 3? Is it 3? I said, didn't you learn after the first or second one that maybe this isn't for you? He's on his 4th wife now. Kids won't talk to him. Don't have anything to do with him. Oh, and he's got serious anxiety problems. Not really somebody I want to be in that respect. But he's a great fighter. He was a great teacher. And overall, he's a wonderful human being. I have another friend who's a great father. He's somebody I look up to in that respect, try and make me a better father. Spends time with his family. But he can't hold down a job for more than a year. He's not somebody I would want to look up to in the field of work. So what I'm saying to you is, look for particular traits for a given role model and put them together to make the best version of you. Because everybody's got crazy in their family. And if you think you don't have crazy in your family, it means you're crazy. There's crazy and then there's crazy. I mean, if you got addiction problems and other stuff, that's a whole new level of crazy. We got to talk about that. But everybody's got some crazy. Don't expect perfection. Pick the best traits. Put them together. Make the best version of you. Because in the end, the best role model that you'll have is you. Thank you very much.